Guys, welcome back to the channel for another top 10. It could be top 100. Actually, there's only really one Marvel Legends of 2024 that we really need to be on this list. But there's others that are really high contenders. Some of you guys continue to poo-poo the Marvel Legends line, and I'm not one of them because there's a lot of stuff that they put out this year and the year before and incoming. So no matter how you feel about it, a lot of us have collected maybe one or two Marvel Legends. For us, we collected enough to give you at least a poll of top 10 for this series of top 5 or top 10s of 2024. So thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Just like all of my top list, guys, these lists are my list, my opinions, and my opinion only. Kind of into play is going to be, articulation, paint, cost, things of that nature. But honestly, for me, nostalgia, toyetic, can I play with it? Can me and my granddaughter just sit down and play with these things and just like have fun with it? That's really how they make my list. So before we get to the list though, before we get to actually a few honorable mentions and of course, starting with number 10. But before we get there, like, comment, make sure you subscribe if you're new, hit that bell for notifications so you know the next time I put out a new video, and share with your friends. If not, it's okay. Thanks for watching this video right here. I got my Marvel Comics shirt on, and I'm not really a big comic guy, but most of these figures come from the comic or animated, I guess you could say, line. So let's go ahead and get some honorable mentions before we get to the actual list. I say honorable mentions, I do have two, but I'll save the other honorable mention right there toward the end. But my honorable mention is actually Tombstone. Go ahead and say
Tombstone. Tombstone.
If you guys don't know, my granddaughter, that was her calling out Tombstone, and she took I guess you could say, an affinity to the name and just saying it. So she said it over and over. So on my videos, when you hear me say Tombstone and her name drop or her tombstone drop, that's from her. So Tombstone coming in. K-Bop, thank you for getting this for Papa. Really awesome to have to the collection. A lot of you guys have already had this figure. I never had it. I have it now. Venompool. 2024 version. Big, beefy. And you're going to see here, a good part of the list is big beefy list. Big beefy, awesome looking, usually will get toward my top of the year. So this one is no different with Venompool. This next one's actually from the MCU, Marvel, Sony, whatever you want to say. And it's kind of tied because they're still in box too. Have yet to do it. But from the movie, Deadpool, Wolverine, we have both Logans, both Wolverines. Now, why do they tie? Because it's really the same character, kind of. This one I wish had the short sleeve version, but this version is just as good. And the civilian clothes one is awesome looking. But the real reason why they're on the list is the head sculpts. They did Hugh Jackman pretty well. So I couldn't decide. So 9A, 9B, but definitely worthy of being on the top 10. Awesome looking figures. I just showed you two Wolverines. Why not show a third? 85 years of Wolverine. This one is an awesome Wolverine to have to the collection. A lot of you guys are saying this is your go-to now for the shelf. Pinless, sleeveless, awesome looking mask, good articulation. So this is our go-to Wolverine. Beating all three of those Logans and Wolverines out is his nemesis, one of his many nemesis, Sabretooth. This one came in the 2-pack with the other Logan. The Logan playing cards? The Logan that plays cards with the cowboy hat, Cowboy Logan. But we have our Sabretooth. Now, a lot of you guys said that you wish he was bigger, taller, more imposing. I could see that, but at the same time, he looks good on our shelf the way he is, and I kind of have him into that pose anyways. This guy's a re-release, so I don't know if you want to consider it part of 2024. I know some of you guys won't. I will. I didn't get him on the first release, but he did come out for us in 2024, and I picked him up in 2024, and I have him in 2024. Kingpin. Retro carded Kingpin. Need him to the line, especially with Spider-Man as one of his as him being one of the nemesis for Spider-Man, you have to have him in the collection. So I'm glad that I saved a little bit, waited a little bit of time to not pay the aftermarket for the initial release of Kingpin. So we have the Kingpin to the collection. So far, no Spider-Man, but we're getting close. Coming in at number 5, another release of this figure who was released previously, but hey, when they said he's coming back out, not going to pay aftermarket for him. And I did not choose. Some of my Marvel characters do come from the Marvel Select line, which is not Hasbro, Marvel Legends. I skipped on the Marvel Select version of him because I was waiting to get this version, which is Juggernaut. And he came with a 2-pack with Colossus. And Colossus didn't make the list. He could have easily been number 10. But there was a couple that beat him out. But this Juggernaut I needed to add to the collection. Really awesome figure. There he is right there. This is the Juggernaut. At number 4, edging out those Spider-Man baddies. We've had quite a few of these released. This guy is a Walmart exclusive on a retro card. Something that really couldn't find in stores. Some comic shops had it. I was lucky to get him online. And then, of course, when I found him again in store, really one, I haven't seen him anywhere in our area. I saw one. I was getting from my buddy Jay, Toy Militia. They said, it's going to be like $40-something. I'm like, it's not a $40-something figure, only on the aftermarket. It's like, no, that's what Walmart sold it for. So Walmart flips their own stuff. Walmart flipped this Venom. I still ended up getting it because Jay really wanted it, so I got it for him. But this version of Venom on the Spider-Man retro card, awesome to have to the collection. He looks really good. The other ones look good too, but there's just something about this guy. I think it might be that tongue. Very appealing. We have Venom coming in at number 4, and there's a couple other ones that edged him out. So here we go. You're going to say, who edged out that Venom? Well, number 3. Me and my granddaughter had fun with finding She-Hulk, playing with She-Hulk, taking pictures with She-Hulk. Very imposing figure on the shelf. She-Hulk on the Iron Man retro wave. Yeah, the Iron Man cards. So awesome to have her to the collection. Here are a few pictures that actually, well, pictures I took, but of setups that my granddaughter wanted to play with. So again, in a household, especially with a young collector, you let them play with your toys. Very awesome to have as a She-Hulk. These next two were, I guess, 1A, 1B, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, however you want to say it, but it was really hard to come up with. And as I'm saying this, I'm kind of debating which one's what, but I'm just going with my list. You know, go with your first instinct. Scarlet Spider coming in at number 2. I don't have the other version of him, so I have this version of him, and he looks phenomenal. So, you're saying he came in at number 2, who came in at number 1? Well, before we get there, let's get to that last honorable mention. Oh, use the legs, not the back. I had to do a little pre-workout, warm up my shoulders and my arms and my biceps to pick up this giant of a Marvel Legend figure, Giant Man. The reason why he did not make the top 10, it's cheating. It's just cheating. So we have Giant Man with an honorable mention, really the number 1 Marvel Legend of 2024, in my opinion. And I guess another honorable mention I should have prepared for a little bit better was Wasp. Now Wasp, she came with a Hank Pym in the 2-pack. She could easily be on this top 10, but you know, when I have these two together, big Giant Man and the Wasp hanging out with Hank Pym, Giant Man, on our top 10 of 2024. As, again, honorable mentions, because, come on, guys. You can't have him at number 1. So, who edged him out? Well, I'll show you. Edging him out at number 1 just because his playability, posability, how he looks, and I actually have him suspended off some wire, is Superior Spider-Man. This guy's awesome. The way you can pose him, his articulation, how he looks suspended from the ceiling. So yes, Superior Spider-Man is the superior Marvel Legends, according to me, in 2024. Now I know this video, if you're watching it, especially you Marvel purists and you guys that know a lot more than me, which is 99% of you guys, are gonna have your comments. Put your comments down there. Be friendly, but leave your comments down there, guys. I get into this. I get into collecting because it's fun and it's interesting. It has a little bit of nostalgic feel, and again, playability, toyability, and the way it just looks to me. How does it look to you guys? Leave it in the comments, guys. I want to hear from you. That's our top 10 plus a couple honorable mentions. Marvel Legends 2024. What are you guys looking forward to in 2025? Is there anything that you know you must have? Are you cutting back? Is there anything that I really truly missed? And it's like, oh my gosh. I know of 4 guys that could have easily made this list, especially beating out Tombstone and like Kingpin and all that stuff, and that's fine, but I don't have them, and I chose not to get them as of now to add to the collection. One is going to be the Ghost Rider with Cycle. A lot of you guys like it. I have a Ghost Rider already. I don't need the Cycle, even though it looks really you know what. So that could have easily made it. The Jean Grey, you know, again, with her packaging, the way it looks, and of course with the nice little accessory with the fire coming behind her, the Phoenix and all that, looks really good. Odin was another one I chose not to get. Maybe I'm pretty sure I'm going to get him somewhere along the lines, but as of right now, pump the brakes. We're not him, or we're not there. And the last one is the Red Hulk. I have my Hulk, my go-to Hulk, and it's not a Marvel Legends, it's a Marvel Select Green Hulk. I should have got the Marvel Select Red Hulk to be my other one, but I'm okay with just having one Hulk on my shelf because of all the lines I collect. I only could have so much out there. So Ghost Rider, Odin, Jean Grey, Red Hulk could have easily have made it to this list. What do you guys think? Did I make a mistake by not picking them up? I think for my collection, I'm okay. Guys, thanks again for all the support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell for notifications, share with your friends if you want to. But thank you for watching our top 10 plus another 5, 6 honorable mentions of the Marvel Legends of 2024. Always enjoy the ride. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Oh yeah! Holy moly, God! That's gigantic!
Skadoosh.